Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My voice is so gone, I can just hear it. But I was at SummerSlam and NXT TakeOver. I was yelling a lot, so I'm not going to be talking as loud. I'm just going to get right to the point. This weekend, I played WWE 2K18 early. Man, let me tell you, it's good, man. I'm not going to say it's like the best game in years. It's definitely better than 2K17 already. Probably 2K16, maybe. So far, you know, we only got to play a certain amount of matches. You know, we didn't get to see universe mode or career mode or anything. Of course, we're not going to see that yet. But from what we could do in the game, I really liked it. Now, there was a couple bugs. Obviously, the game isn't fully released. They haven't fixed everything yet. But I will be breaking down some of the stuff I saw, some of the superstars and their overall ratings, and some of the stuff they changed up in the game. And this camera angle is not permanent. I just hooked this up because I am too lazy to hook it up the way I usually have it. So bear with me. I took notes when I was at the event because I knew I wasn't going to remember stuff. So I'm not even going to waste your time. We're going to start off with the simple stuff, and then it'll probably just get better and better as it goes. So the playable superstars that were available to us were AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, John Cena, TJ Perkins, Neville, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, of course, Eric Young, Samoa Joe, and Bobby Roode. Now I'm going to tell you their overalls. AJ Styles overall is an 89. An 89. Rounded, it's a 90 if you round it, but AJ should be like a 90, like a 92, 91, something. I'm not going to complain. I mean, AJ is amazing to use in the game, and they made the new animation for the Styles Clash 10 times better. I didn't see the phenomenal forearm, but the Styles Clash looks good. Then we have Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin is a monster in the game. He's really, really good. I was fighting this one guy while we were there, and he was using Randy, and I was just finishing him off. But Baron Corbin's overall is an 86. That's whatever. I can see that. John Cena is a 93. Cool. TJ Perkins. Listen to this. TJ Perkins is a 77. A 77. The first cruiserweight champion is a 77. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Then we have Neville at an 84. Okay, you know, whatever. Cruiserweight champion, you know, cruiserweight, I guess. Randy Orton is a 90. Seth Rollins is a 92. I was assuming he was going to be in the 90s. You know, he's the cover star. Eric Young is an 83. I get it. NXT. Samoa Joe is a 91. I'm not complaining, and I 100% get it. But how is Samoa Joe have a higher rank, have a higher overall than AJ Styles? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. Yeah, I really don't care. They're both really good in the game, but it's just weird, you know what I mean? And then finally, Bobby Roode is an 88, which I can see, honestly. It's pretty, I mean, I can see that. I'll start off with the stuff you already know. The lighting is 10 times better. The one-on-one matches is dope. Like, when you play against somebody, or when you're just like having an exhibition match, it's just you versus the computer, the way everything moves is really good. Like, the new carry system is cool. It just, I don't know how to describe it. It's one of those things you'd have to see for yourself or play. You guys probably seen the gameplay already. The elimination chamber is actually randomized. People who didn't even go to the event are saying it's not randomized. Do not listen to that. If you click random, you don't know when you're coming in. I swear to you. If you click one, you're gonna come in and run at one. But it's almost like how you see on the network, like how the light kind of like switches between people, and you don't know who's coming up next. It's just like that. So it is random, and it was actually pretty cool because I was playing as Neville, and I clicked random, and it just put me like, I'm thinking I was gonna be like maybe like 4 or 5. And I was the last one to come out, so it was completely random. And there's entrances in the elimination chamber match now. I'm pretty sure you guys already saw that gameplay before. Superstar distractions. Now this one was a really cool one to see. Okay, what happened was I was using Randy Orton and I was using Baron Corbin, someone was using Randy Orton. Then out of nowhere, John Cena's music hit. John Cena comes out. I roll the dude up and get the win. Like, it's crazy how that system works. And then the other time it happened, the music hit and nothing happened. And then the dude rolled me up and beat me. So it's a really cool feature that I'm honestly looking forward to and hope it's in universe mode and career mode, because that is something I'd love to see a lot, because it happens a lot in wrestling on TV. So now I want to talk a little bit about the fatigue and like the selling of moves. Now they said this, I think on IGN, how like when the match starts, the selling is gonna be like top notch. Like if you get like punched in the face, you're gonna be like, oh, you know what I mean? But during the match, when it goes on longer and longer, you get punched in the face, you're slow, you get hit and you like kind of like start to stumble, and you get a lot slower, and it makes it feel more real. So I really like that. And crowd fighting, it wasn't available. Like people said like maybe we can go on the other side. That's not confirmed yet. Maybe it'll be in the release of the game, but we could go on the side, like in WWE 2K18 where there was crowd fighting. We could go over there. We couldn't go backstage though, so no one knows what the backstage area looks like. I really wish that would have been in the game, but it wasn't. Oh, now I want to talk about one of my favorite features in the game, the auto rollout. Now, you hear my voice cracking? Now, it's kind of weird to explain. So what happens is, you basically say you just like do a spine buster to me right in the middle of the ring, or like towards the ropes. I would roll out and like stay on the apron and start climbing up the ropes, like where Michael Cole like gets like Kevin Owens when he does that power bomb on the side of the apron, the hardest part of the ring. You roll out on there and start climbing up the ropes, like to get back up. I don't know how to describe it. If I can find a clip, it's really, really cool. Now, one thing I think is really good for people who play career mode or you play with your friends, the kick out feature is a lot harder to predict. So say you just get RKO'd. I'm using Randy Orton a lot, but say you get RKO'd, right? And you go for the pin. Say it'll be really close to like where you're supposed to click X, right? Next time it'll be on the other side. Next time it can be even bigger or really, really small. So it makes it 10 times harder to kick out, and I love that feature because now, say when I do career mode this year for 2K18 and use Brandon Collins, then when I'm trying to kick out and it switches, then I can take more losses and it can seem more real instead of like being able to kick out all the time. So I think that's really cool. And since I don't want to end off on a bad note, I'm going to say the bad thing. The only really bad thing I found wrong, but it's probably more than likely going to be fixed by the time the game comes out. And then I'll end it with something really, really cool. So, the bad. The only bad thing I found about it, because, the game hasn't come out yet, the 6-man matches, every time someone came out, the frame rate dropped like crazy. So I hope that's not I hope they get that fixed by the time the game comes out. It was like, say if Neville is number 1 and Seth Rollins is number 2, John Cena comes in, you go from 60 to 50. Then Baron Corbin, you go from 50 to 40, and it just drops and drops and drops. So yeah, like I said, it'll probably be fixed by the time the game comes out, and I sure do hope so. And last but not least, we're gonna leave off on a really, really good note. Bobby Roode's entrance, hands down, is the best entrance in the game. We only saw 10 people, but I'm throwing a paperweight. I promise you, Bobby Roode's entrance is the best. I really wish they'd release that, because I put that on my heart and soul that Bobby Roode's entrance is the best. Because the reason it makes it the best, it starts off with like him coming out to the ring and his obnoxious theme song, the glorious theme song. He has like the new NXT title. Oh, before I continue, the NXT titles, or the titles in general, first off, they actually fit the wrestlers. It looks better. It looks more real. The lighting on the belts is awesome. The belts this year look sick, but like I was saying, Bobby Roode's entrance, dope. Like the title looks nice, his robe looks nice, and like the way the spotlights are beaming on him, it's like the lights like reflect off of his robe, and you know, since he's obnoxious, it takes him like years to get down to the ring. But once you get the game and you click Bobby Roode, or you facing Bobby Roode in career mode, watch that entrance. You will not be disappointed. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Go hamburger on that like button. Let me know if you're hyped for WWE 2K18, and I'm going to go eat a cough drop.